Hello, Annie. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, we want to talk about lifestyle habits today. We have some differences and ways of thinking and ways of living and ways of going about our daily activities.
I think some Americans laugh that we Chinese brush our teeth right after we wake up. You guys tend to brush your teeth after breakfast, right?
Yeah, only after eating. I remember same thing happened to me. I brushed my teeth once before going to a restaurant. People just thought that was funny.
For me, after you wake up, you have morning breath. That's very disgusting. You want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So after you brush your teeth, you'll feel so refreshing. After breakfast, you're supposed to rinse your mouth.
Yeah, water to rinse your mouth with. So this is all very practical. Just brush out that nasty taste and then rinse out the specks in your mouth after breakfast. All very practical. It doesn't seem too funny so far.
Yes, some of the ABCs, American-born Chinese, they love their parents for doing things like this. Another thing is that they find their parents tend to take a shower at night before bed. And they are like the Americans, like to take shower in the morning. For me, I take shower at night because that make me feel very good about my body. So I'm not sweaty. So when I lie there, it feels good. The whole night, my body feels good. My skin can breathe. It doesn't have to breathe through sweat.
You're very lucky though. You don't have body odor after sleeping. For me, I have body odor. I gotta wash it off.
So you take a shower in the morning or you take a shower both in the morning and night?
Shower in the morning. It's just like you brushing your teeth in the morning. My armpits smell nasty in the morning.
So I guess this is a racial difference. Some Chinese kids, ABCs, they become Americanized, so they like to take a shower in the morning. But for my kids, they take shower both in the morning and at night.
That's a combination of Chinese and American tradition. I take a shower if I got sweaty at night. That makes sense for me. A lot of times, I think the daily habits, we lose mind of why we do them. The kids here, they might think it's normal to take a shower in the morning, even if their body doesn't need it. Just because other people do it, they don't know why, they don't think about why. It's just a rhythm that they get into based off of what other people do.
I'm an immigrant. My kids don't listen to me. They just want to be assimilated. But I would say that there are times I feel I like my way. I don't feel the urge to change.
Same here. I mean, we can talk about the pros and cons of washing at night or in the morning. But really, if I don't wash in the morning, I just won't feel right.
I want to give you more examples of the differences. Of course, people know that we like to drink warm water or hot water. But here, people don't drink hot water. They drink hot coffee, hot tea. Is it because the hot water is not considered good taste for them?
I think the coldness is refreshing. So even the temperature is refreshing. A cold beer, a cold soda, a cold water, that feels really refreshing in the mouth. And I think people get a liking for that, just the sensation of the coldness in their mouth.
Refreshness at the beginning, but when it goes to your stomach, I don't feel comfortable because it's cold. I want my stomach to feel warm. I like it when I drink my hot water and it goes down to my belly. It feels warm, and even better if I can sweat a little bit, very healthy. So when I go out, they ask me what to drink. I don't drink soft drink. After 12, I normally don't drink anything with caffeine, so I always ask for hot water.
I wonder if there's any science to that about what makes that feel refreshing to people. Does it amplify the flavor? What's the deal with the coldness?
Yes, I like my tradition. I'm still doing it after so many years living in America. Another habit we have is that we don't wear the shoes we wear outside. We change to slippers. and sometimes we change to pajamas. Normally, we don't wear anything from outside to sit on our bed, Chinese tradition.
And these things make a lot of sense once you meet some Asian people and you live with them or you see what they're doing. Just changing out of your school clothes or your work clothes because they're sweaty, because they're dirty, makes a lot of sense.
You don't do that?
No, I never did that until I became more familiar with new cultures. One time I even went to a party in my work clothes, and we were just high schoolers, so the guy didn't care. But I even jumped in his swimming pool in my work clothes, and he thought it was funny because we're just silly high schoolers.
Yeah, I saw some kids here in wintertime still wear shorts. What to wear seemed not to be a big deal.
Exactly. There's no rhythm or rhyme or logic to it.
It's a free country. Do whatever you want to do. If you get arthritis later in your life, your mom and dad will not know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't change when they go home. They wear their Levi's at home. They be dressed up when they're at home and change when they go to bed. If you're too tired, just wear the same clothes and sleep in your clothes.
So you wear your shoes inside your house?
Or just wear some socks. Yeah, just whatever's comfortable.
I find another difference is you are very into refrigerating everything. Right after the food finished, you just want it to go to the fridge immediately. For our tradition, it's like we'll wait. Sometimes we just put the food on the table for a little while. We don't seem to worry about it too much, but of course, sometimes it can go bad. In summertime, I see that you are very strict on these things. Can you tell me more?
Just put it in the fridge, and then if you want to eat it again, put it in the microwave. I have bad experiences of food poisoning, and I'm very paranoid about that. But I see that we refrigerate things that don't need to be. I can see that you've had the experience of leaving things out, and you know when it's safe and when it's not. And for me, I'm just scared of getting food poisoning.
The thing is, we think the taste not good when things are refrigerated, even though that you can microwave it, but the taste is different. It's always nice to stay fresh as long as possible. Once you refrigerate, the taste is going to be compromised. For example, if you have boba tea, the bobas, once they go to fridge, they become hard. They'll never taste good. Things like that. The Asians' taste is very important to us.
Yeah, the taste will change. The texture will always change a lot once things go in the fridge or through the microwave.
Yes.
And part of that freshness of freshly cooked food is the texture.
Yeah. Another interesting thing is I find most people, white people, heat their water in the microwave oven. So I go to their house. They say, do you want a tea? I see they just microwave the water and put the tea back. That's very different from us. We would want to use the boiler. We normally will buy the very sophisticated water boiler. At what temperature, what the tea leaves need, what type of tea goes with what temperature. We will do that. Somehow we're a little bit against microwaved food. We don't know why.
I've heard and seen some of the art around making tea, and when I want tea, so I just want some hot water conveniently and put a bag in it, a tea bag, and don't want to think about it too much or delay too much. So in that way, I'm not very accustomed to taking a lot of time and putting a lot of sophistication into the way I make tea.
Yeah, I think the Chinese and the Japanese, both the Japanese, I've been there and they have a lot of tea ceremonies, how to make a matcha. Sometimes I think they keep the tradition from the Song Dynasty better than us. Yeah, tea is very big. It's almost a time for meditation. Want to smell the fragrance of the tea first. Then you want to sip, and then it can get you very relaxed, can reduce your cortisol level.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate a tea ceremony with the right audience. For me, a tea ceremony when I'm by myself is I just want to wake up. I want to get my caffeine, wake up, and don't put too much thought into it.
You drink tea with a mug.
Yeah.
It's not that authentic. I like to drink tea with very nice teacups, Japanese ones or Chinese ones.
Eggshell.
Eggshell.
The cups are certainly cute. They're beautiful, but you can't chug from them.
Are they too small for you?
They're too small. I want to chug my tea.
You see that when we go out in summertime, Americans like to have that huge bottle of drinks, soft drinks. Maybe half of them or more than half of them is ice.
The funny thing is that technically the carbonated water from the soda is dehydrating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even people know it's not healthy, but it becomes a habit. I find it's very difficult for people not to drink it. They're drinking it a lot, all the time.
Yep, it's the sensation of coldness in your mouth, the carbonation, the sweetness.
The bubbles.
Yep.
So I want to know how Americans wash their underwear when they travel.
Just put it in a bag and let the smell accumulate in that bag.
Yeah. You have the habit of accumulating dirty dishes in the sink, then put them all in the dishwasher. So you don't wash it until it becomes a big pile.
That's just me. That's not a cultural thing.
Okay.
So I think it's normal if you have access to a laundromat to wash your clothes in the middle of a trip. But if you don't have access, then I think I've only hand washed laundry once.
So I think that's not much different from us. So when we travel, we to have all the dirty laundry into a bag. If we travel 6 days, maybe we'll bring 7 underwear, something like that. That's about the same.
So who hand washes their underwear?
I know that in China, some people, they don't like to put their underwear into the washer with other clothes. They kind of like to hand wash it. But I don't know what's the percentage of people are doing that. I'm not doing that.
Any reasons?
They just think that it's dirty to mix these things together. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to wear their ass on their chest.
Oh, another thing is about slurping. So, in Asia, like in Japan, if you eat noodles, you're supposed to slurp. And it's considered, so yummy, yummy, yummy. But slurping and crunching are considered very rude here, right?
Yes, people hate it. I was chomping once when I was a kid, and somebody told me they're gonna tape record it and make me listen to how disgusting I sounded. Uh-huh. But people absolutely hate it when you chomp with your mouth open and slurp noisily. There's actually this entertainment of people eating and chomping and slurping. When I hear that, I cringe.
Mm-hmm. Do people pick their teeth in public?
You're not supposed to.
Okay.
It's also a custom to belch or burp when you enjoy a meal in some places.
Mm-hmm. And how often do you think Americans use Japanese toilet? It's called bidet?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Seems pretty rare to me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very useful.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know that way until they meet somebody from a different culture.
Mm-hmm. And also about sharing food. We like to share food in the Chinese way. We go out, eat together. Everybody order some dish, and then the dish are in the middle of the table. Everybody shares. How do you like that? And I know that some people criticize. It's not very hygienic.
The hygiene aspect doesn't bother me. Sometimes I'll get attached to the food that I want to eat, and I'll just want the whole plate to myself. But when I've eaten in China, I never felt that way. I never felt like this is mine unless everybody got, a bowl, was served a bowl. But if something's in the middle, we share. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
How often do Americans share? Aren't you guys curious about other people's food.
1 in 6 people might do that among family. Maybe among friends, more rarely. It's not as common. You're not doing it every meal, just sometimes if something looks extraordinary.
Oh, so people are not that curious about
I think so.
the variety of the food.
Yeah.
Because for us, the word is variety.
Yep. And if you don't like what you got, you either suck it up or maybe somebody will be nice and trade with you.
Let's talk about shaving deodorant.
Sure, I must wear deodorant every single day. If I don't, it's a problem.
So how often do American men shave and how often do American women shave?
Shaving depends a lot on how thick your hair is, because not everybody has thick hair. Some people, they can go without shaving for days or a week and you don't even notice. For me, mine grows very thick. If I don't trim somewhere a few times a week, it will look very savage.
You mean your beard?
Yeah, my
So
face.
do American men also shave their body hair? What's the percentage do and what's the percentage don't?
I didn't stare at men's bodies too much, but my guess would be 15%, but I don't think it's
15% shave their bodies.
maybe or less, right? I'm
Okay.
thinking pretty small numbers. For my generation, it's less common, but for people that go to the gym, work out, show off their muscles and their body, it would be more common.
What about women? What's the percentage of American women shave? Do you know? I know that the French women, they don't shave.
This can be much higher because you see women's legs. They're pretty smooth. They're not hairy. Yeah.
How often?
Probably once a week or especially for special occasions.
What about armpits? Do you think most women shave their armpit?
Yes, when you see it, it stands out, and you don't see it that often because it's one of those cringeworthy moments.
I grew up on the buses in summertime. It's very crowded bus. Saw a lot of women's armpit. When I grew up, shaving armpit wasn't culture for women. I went to Europe. I find many women keep their armpit hair as well. What do you think?
I think the armpit's the area that makes the most sense to shave because that's where the fungus will grow in. So if it's smooth, you're not catching all that dampness and growing fungus under your arms.
Good point. So we're talking about a lot of details of everyday life. Sometimes it can be very private. Sometimes it can be very embarrassing, but I'm glad we covered that because people are very curious.
I remember I learned about tongue scrapers and I tried them out. And then it felt so nice to have a red tongue with no discoloration. And I watched a music video, one of the famous singers. And she opened her mouth, stuck out her tongue, and it was like white. I thought, oh, she needs to scrape her tongue.
Is that common to do that in America?
I had never seen a tongue scraper until I was an adult.
Oh, I remember I was at 7 years old. I saw a neighbor did that a lot because we lived all in a small alley and a shared courtyard house. When we have a shared faucet in the middle of the courtyard, everybody can go there. So I sometimes see that she did that.
I think it helps with the smell.
Yes. I also, it feels like after you drinking some lemon water,
Yeah.
your tongue becomes less sticky.
Yeah, I was just thinking how he talked about cold sodas being refreshing. Well, just if you need some refreshing sensation in your mouth, just scrape your tongue.
Yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure as always, and it's been a funny topic today, that's for sure.
Yes.